Ripper.
Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. This is my favourite game in the franchise and the very first video game I ever played. Crash 2 took the design philosophy of the first game and redefined it into something even better, as every sequel should do, and this is when it seemed like Naughty Dog started to fully realise what Crash was as an IP. A challenging and colourful platformer that's hard to master but easy to get the hang of, adding quality of life features such as the crouch, slide jump and body slam that are all now staples for the Orange Marsupials mechanics in pretty much all of his games. Well, his good games at least. Don't get it twisted, I still love these, but this one was a hot pile of...
Hi-li-ho! To the statue you must go! This way or that, fall down, you go splat! And everyone thinks you're a schmo.
And I even gave him a brand new engine with that iconic art style that was directly inspired by Looney Tunes. But I'm getting ahead of myself here, boys. You guys are here for the Platinum Trophy journey, and this ain't a fucking history lesson. So let's get into it. So the commencement of Crash 2's story is basically all derived from Crash's sister Coco, who is a new character at the time. And holy shit, I literally only just realised that Coco is literally watching Uncharted 4. Like, that Easter egg is interconnected, that is so fucking cool, man. She requests us to get her a new battery for her computer of all things, whilst in the middle of the fucking woods as well, which doesn't really make any sense, but whatever. So we accept her wishes and continue down the path. This first segment of our journey basically serves as a tutorial level, so that the player can get the gist of the controls. But shortly into our embarkment of this adventure, we are spontaneously teleported to a new environment, which is the Warp Room. The Warp Room was introduced in this game mainly for making the player able to access levels much quicker than its predecessor. Upon our arrival though, we are met with the big man himself,
Dead Climax!
And Ned pleads for our help by asking us to gather up 25 power crystals to help him save the world, which is obviously cap, bro is lying, but because Crash is a stupid fucking furry, we agree to help him. So we make our way into the first level that's titled Turtle Woods and start our platinum journey. I quickly stumbled upon my first trophy and it was simply finding our first bonus path. The purpose of these bonus paths are for unlocking the rest of the crates in the stage. Another trophy in this stage is called Cortex Infuriated, and it was for simply getting through the level and disregarding Cortex's instructions to grab the crystals. We have to do this a total of 3 times, and this little Easter egg was in the original game as well as a cool little detail. But once we've rinsed and repeated the process thrice, we accumulate Cortex's irritation enough to pop the trophy. And this is what he had to say about it.
He took his Bandicoot fucking furry dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife.
I did end up going through the first level one last time so I could acquire the hidden blue gem. To claim this gem, all you have to do is completely miss all the crates in the stage, which may seem impossible once you arrive at this point, but jumping on the bounce crate will do the trick and you'll be rewarded with this gem. In the next level, that's called Hang 8, we use said gem to unlock our first coloured gem path, and upon ascension we pop our third trophy that's called a Diamond in the Rough. A few levels later, we're confronted by Ripperoo, who acts as the first boss in this game, and he certainly has a better boss fight in this sequel. It's far better designed and far more engaging than Crash 1's game of hopscotch with this guy. I remember being so intimidated by these TNT and Nitro crates on the ground when I first played Crash 2 as a kid, but of course looks can be deceiving, and we smoke the bloke in a matter of minutes, thus earning our 4th trophy. Then we proceeded to the next warp room and I decided to switch to Coco. There's a little Easter egg in here for bouncing on Polar's head, and it rewards you with 10 lives and a trophy for committing animal cruelty. As it should! The next trophy was for simply sitting on 5 enemies' faces as Coco, and I barely kill enemies like this as it slows the momentum of the gameplay down for me, but it's a nice easy trophy to throw in there anyway. And I'm sure our enemies don't mind a faceful of Coco's cake. And when do I take this out the script? What the fuck am I on about? Next up, we're in the level Air Crash, and instead of hopping on the jetboard as the stage indicates for us to do, we jump over it and bounce our way across these crates to this lonely platform, and it teleports us to the secret hidden warp room, which is where we find the expanded levels and alternative routes. I then made my way through Snowgo's alternative route, and we fall upon the red gem, quite literally.
There we go.
Afterwards we got our 8th trophy, which is for jumping on the first Death Route platform. These death root platforms only appear in particular levels, and you just have to get through the stage without dying to unlock them. Now we're in the level The Ill Deal, which contains the green gem. To get this gem, you have to take this right tunnel here and make your way through this landmine of nitro crates. Beyond these nitro crates is this wall that you can clip through, and as you go down the path, you'll be presented with the green gem at the end of the tunnel. Then onto the Komodo Bros, who are of course another walk in the park of a boss fight, and they barely strike a threat. I'm not entirely sure why Naughty Dog decided to design this arena with so much space in it. If it was smaller, it would definitely make the battle a lot more challenging. This level does feel underwhelming for its difficulty, but then again, platformers in the 90s hadn't really figured out boss fights yet. I then got the yellow gem in the level Plant Food. All you have to do is get to the end of the stage before the timer runs out, and this one actually took me a few tries. The 9th trophy I achieved was for finding the secret exit in Bear Down. As you have probably noticed, there's these platforms at the end of the stage right here. All you have to do is traverse across them until you land on the little island at the end. The next trophy was yet again for finding another secret exit. This one is in the level Unbearable. All you have to do is retrace your steps as soon as you get to the end of the level once again and find the polar bear waiting for you in the distance. After that, I hopped into the level Totally Bare to get all the crates, and this rewards us with our 12th trophy, which is for earning 21 gems in the game. Then on to the third boss fight, which is Tiny Tiger. This fight is pretty easy. All you have to do is jump across these platforms and trick Tiny into falling into the abyss 3 times in a row. The 14th trophy we earned was for finding the secret exit in the level Hanging Out. Once you find the crystal here, all you have to do is backtrack and you'll find this hole you can jump down. And then there's just a little monkey bar segment that you have to climb through to acquire the trophy. I think these levels in Crash 2 are my favourite. I adore the colour palette and environment design in these stages. We then made our way into the level Totally Fly, and I realised that we had 92 lives, so I went ahead through the level and collected as many lives as I could until all I needed was 2 Wumpa Fruits. After obtaining the 2 Wumpa Fruits, we popped this trophy for earning 99 lives. The 16th trophy was for finding the final secret exit in the game. This one's in the level Digging It, and the way to earn it is by belly flopping onto this piranha plant right here. Then I made my way up this staircase of decoy nitro crates, which are in the level Behaving. This is because these crates teleport us to a hidden area where we eventually can find the purple gem. And there's something so satisfying about the colour coordination from claiming the purple gem and the crystal in the same level. I fuck with it. My next boss fight was with Engine, and I'm so happy Beanox decided to add an animation for Crash in this level, because in the original, bro was kind of just shooting Wumpa Fruit out of his arm, and this is definitely one of the best boss fights in the original trilogy, let alone Crash 2. But this great boss fight leads to a trash run with Cortex. This boss fight is so anticlimactic and really doesn't wrap this game's conclusion up nicely, but at least it's over quickly, and we unlock the best quality of life feature in the game, the Speed Shoes, which is a vital mechanic for getting the time trial trophies. But we'll get to that in a moment. I had 2 gems left to acquire after finishing the first playthrough, so I went ahead and grabbed the first gem, which was on Spaced Out, and all we had to do was complete the multicoloured gem path. You can only access this path, of course, once you've unlocked all coloured gems, and this was pretty tough to get through. It did take me a few tries, but in the end I completed the path and grabbed this clear gem. Then on to the final gem that was in the level Snowbiz. This level has the most amount of crates in the game, so it's easy to miss a few on your first playthrough, but after watching a guide, I broke all the crates and it landed us the 19th trophy of the run. At this point we had 100% completion, but to fully complete this game you need 102%. That extra 2% is for obtaining all of the golden relics. And these relics are of course for completing the time trials, and man, I fucking adore speeding through this game. It's just so fun, and I'm sure you can tell I've had some experience as I've literally been playing since I was in nappies. Gold! Let's go! My name's gonna be Jen. Jen. Come Qui-Gon Jinn. Jen. Yes, Jen! Not sure why I decided to go for the name Jen, but it just stuck. After earning 5 gold relics, I got the Kick the Tires trophy, and then again for earning 10 gold relics. Let's go! Now I'm just going to play a little compilation of the speedrunning process instead of narrating through it all, so enjoy. You. And after many time trials, we achieved the trophy for earning 27 gold relics. The only trophies I had left were for 2 distinctive deaths that are luckily really easy to acquire. All we had to do for the first one was die on Polar and get launched into the water by these lab assistants. And then for the second, I simply had to trigger this beehive that got us killed by a bee. And that was it, we had the final trophy of the run. So that's 2 out of 3 platinums for the Crash Bandicoot N.sane trilogy now. All we have left, of course, is the fan favourite, Crash Warped. So we're going to be hitting that in the next episode, my guys. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and like for more platinums, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Love!